My heart goes out to the victims and families of this terrible disaster. Hopefully they will find some sort of peace. I'm your host Youssef, and these are 10 celebrities who were supposed to be on the Titan Submersible. Consider subscribing and pressing the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Number 10. MrBeast. Following the Titan submarine disaster, YouTuber MrBeast says he gave up the opportunity to ride in a sub undertaking the same voyage to inspect the Titanic's wreckage. Jimmy Donaldson, the influencer's true name, made his remarks on Twitter. June 25th, 3 days after an OceanGate Expeditions underwater tourist boat imploded 1,600 feet away from the iconic shipwreck, ending all 5 passengers, including the company's CEO, Stockton Rush, MrBeast made these claims. "I was invited earlier this month to ride on the Titanic submarine," he tweeted. "I declined. It's a little worrisome knowing I could have been on it." MrBeast did not specify who extended the invitation, but he did include a screenshot of a text message that stated, "Also, I'm going to the Titanic in a submarine late this month. The team would be stoked to have you along." Number 9. Jay Bloom. Jay Bloom, a Las Vegas tycoon and real estate developer, said that he and his son Sean gave up their seats on the Titanic submersible, which imploded in the Atlantic Ocean while visiting the Titanic wreck, ending 5 people on board. Bloom announced on Facebook on Monday that OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, the company that operated the Titan Submersible, has invited him and his son to participate in a dive to the Titanic wreck site in May. Due to scheduling issues and safety concerns, they declined. "This is insane. I was invited to participate in this dive," Bloom writes. "If I had accepted, I would have been one of the 5 on board right now." Number 8. British Chris Brown. British businessman Chris Brown, a friend of victim Hamish Harding, told the UK tabloid The Sun that he was meant to join the ill-fated submersible, but backed out after finding it was controlled by computer game-style controllers. Number 7. Jake Kohler. YouTuber Jake Kohler, aka DallyMYD, also shared video of himself on an earlier mission with OceanGate founder Stockton Rush and explorer Paul Henry Nergolette, who both passed away on the boat last week. He had originally intended to go on a deep-sea dive, but the trip was ultimately scrapped due to bad weather, he claims. Kohler stated in his video, "Who knows, maybe we would have left that platform and maybe we would have imploded." Number 6. Karine Smith. The comments on a video that influencer Karine Smith posted on TikTok claiming she had been booked for that trip were split between those who believe she was joking and those who were indignant that she could make such a claim, or somewhere in the middle. "Yo, don't lie, but I enjoy your story," one person wrote. Smith didn't respond right away to a message seeking clarification. Ned Nwoko. Nigerian politician Ned Nwoko shared, "I have lost a very dear friend and business partner, Captain Hamish Harding. We both went on a very dangerous expedition to South Pole Antarctica a few years back. He was a Gulfstream pilot who flew across the world in a record-breaking expedition by Guinness World Record for circumnavigation of the Earth some years ago. He descended into the Mariana. He also invited me on a space shuttle last year and this very Titan, ill-fated adventure, but I was tied down with national duties. Above all, he was a partner on the various research into eradication of malaria in Africa project. He was very enthusiastic about it and always gave his support at every given opportunity. His last message to me was this last Sunday when he told me they were ready to dive for the Titanic, if the weather permits. He loved adventure and challenges. My heart bleeds for his dear wife and kids who have become family friends over the years. We will surely miss his wealth of experience." Number 4. Ross Kemp. The Titan submarine, where 5 people perished last week, was considered unsafe by outside inspectors. Therefore, British documentary filmmaker Ross Kemp declined the chance to film there. The actor, who is best known for playing Grant Mitchell in EastEnders, declined the opportunity to tour the Titanic's wreck last year after the production firm Atlantic Productions advised against doing so and voiced concerns about whether it complied with industry safety requirements. Kemp had been considering producing a documentary to commemorate the Titanic's disaster on her inaugural journey from Southampton in 1912, which occurred 110 years ago. I am believed that Ross did not participate, but I am obviously reassured by the professionalism of those companies we were working with that they didn't suggest that he go on the submarine. Number 3. James Cameron. Before OceanGate's Titanic submarine catastrophically imploded last week, James Cameron claims he had the opportunity to go diving on the 1912 shipwreck while it was being explored. One of the 5 people that perished on the Titan Submersible was OceanGate co-founder and CEO Stockton Rush, who was invited to take a ride by the director of the 1997 blockbuster Titanic, which starred Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Stockton Rush contacted me and asked if I wanted to go diving this season. I wasn't interested, Cameron said in a video interview with the Daily Mail. He claims he was worried the Titanic submarine was dangerous and regrets not raising the issue sooner. According to the BBC, Cameron made 33 trips in various submersibles to the Titanic. OceanGate shouldn't have been acting in the manner that it did. I believe that's quite obvious. I regret not being more outspoken about that, but I believe I was unaware that they lacked certification because I wasn't really studying it or caring about it, claims Cameron. Number 2, an Imax film crew was almost in the same situation. Canadian undersea physician Dr. Joe McInnes, an advisor to the crew that rediscovered the Titanic in 1985, had already taken part in a number of dives to the site by the time he co-led a joint Canadian-Russian-American expedition there in 1991. The team intended to chronicle the debris on Imax film in addition to conducting biological and geological research on the sunken ship. Their video served as the foundation for the 1995 documentary Titanica. Over the course of the mission, 2 Russian submersibles completed 17 dives, but on the last one, they encountered a real snag, as the very location where skipper Edward Smith would have been standing as the Titanic went beneath the waters, McInnes' submersible had landed in the wheelhouse. The crew discovered they were caught on something when they attempted to lift off the platform after finishing their filming. After a brief moment of fear and a series of curse words, they requested aid from the second submersible. Number 1, James Cameron again. James Cameron experienced a near-demise encounter during another movie production at the wreckage. While filming for his 1997 hit Titanic in the fall of 1995, Cameron took numerous journeys down to the debris. On his 3rd dive, he was joined by a Russian engineer and submersible pilot, Dr. Anatoly Sagalevich, when they came across an unexpected sandstorm on the ocean floor. The Futurist, Cameron's biography written by Rebecca Keegan in 2009, quotes Cameron as saying, "Anatoly said, 'Oh no,' something you never want to hear a pilot say, and we locked eyes for a second. The submersible's power source had been depleted from battling the powerful currents, and the batteries were virtually empty. They stopped diving right away, but 25 meters above the sea floor, it felt as though they had hit a ceiling. The submersible ceased to rise and returned to the sea floor, but everything turned out fine in the end." Thanks for watching. Those were 10 celebrities who were supposed to be on the Titan Submersible. Leave a comment if you think we missed anything and like the video if you found it informative. We hope you have a scary day.